Hey guys, David Baer here with DIY Digital, and in this week's training, I'm going to be talking about YouTube. Now, there is a lot to cover on the subject of YouTube. I'm not going to cover it all, so, hold back your letters and your complaints and your comments about what I've left out, because it's a big subject, and I'm just going to sort of share a handful of things that I think are interesting and that you can start applying in your own business. If you're trying to increase your profile, get more involvement from an audience out there, a community out there, and also find ways to monetize free things online like YouTube, then I'm going to show you a handful of things. So let's dive in, and here's what prompted this. I was just jumping over to YouTube to grab some information off of a video, and this woman popped up as a recommended video that I needed to see. Her name is Danielle Agnew. Don't know her at all. Never heard of her. Perhaps you do. She is a clairvoyant or a psychic, and she has a reasonably good following, about 3,700 or 3,500 subscribers to her YouTube channel. By the way, I have like under 100 or 150 or something like that, if I remember correctly. It's not a medium that I use as a cornerstone of my business. So I was interested in sort of just learning about her because I clicked on this one video, 2016 Psychic Presidential Prediction, You May Be Shocked. Really interesting video. She really didn't predict any particular winner. She just had a good assessment of the situation and some advice for the audience who watched it. But here's the thing. This video got, as of, it's been up for just over a week when I'm recording this, and it has gotten 206,000 views and a whole bunch of likes and dislikes. Obviously, it's a presidential, commentary about the presidential campaign, and it's going to get dislikes from people who don't agree with something she said, and that's perfectly fine. What that means, however, even with all those dislikes, is that it's getting a ton of engagement. So I was kind of curious about her, and I clicked on over to her main YouTube channel. This is it. And so it's actually not set up as smartly as I might suggest somebody set up their channel if I were advising them. But for example, she has no call to action, basically. She has nothing that says, hi, here's who I am. She could have a welcome video if she wanted. She could have some place for people to opt in or subscribe to her email list. There's really none of that here. The only things that she has are a link to her her website over here. We'll go there in a second, and then a bunch of videos. And I was sort of curious about what she had in terms of a following. And I noticed that this one video that she posted a week ago that I just showed you with the 206,000 views is really somewhat of an anomaly. Mostly she gets around 4,000, 1,000 here, 927, 495, 4,000, 2,000, right? So you can see how many views she typically gets. And then there was another one a little bit further down here that got like 74,000 views, and it turns out it was a music video that she'd made. She's apparently also a musician, and so there was some other cool stuff. Actually, that wasn't even her video. That was somebody else who posted it, but with her name in there. So if I were to go to her videos, for example, there we go. I can see that she's not getting a lot of attention. She's getting mostly. She got 121,000 views on this trailer from. Maybe it was a movie or something, who knows, and then some other music stuff here. But for the most part, she's not getting a ton of views, and then there's this one crazy outlier. Now, that crazy outlier is going to increase the number of subscribers she has and the number of views that she has overall, and she took advantage of something that I advise you take advantage of if video, or even social media in general, right, is a viable platform for you. And it's playing into something topical, something that's in the news right now. If you can get people's attention by pulling in a topic that is in the news, that is headline worthy, that's going to catapult you, maybe not catapult you, but bring your profile a little bit further along or a lot further along, depending on how much engagement you have, right? So I'm not entirely sure what this is going to do for her, but I'm certain that she gained a whole bunch of subscribers as a result of this one video that has over 200,000 views. All right, so that's this, and this is what prompted me wanting to discuss YouTube, which I've been wanting to discuss for a while, because almost every day, let me mute this because I know that something's going to play as soon as I get to one of these. My daughter watches something from, let's say it could be this one. Let's see this one. All right, so this woman's channel. She has 368 videos. Her name is Rosanna Pansino, and she has a TV show, or a YouTube show called Nerdy Nummies. Now, here is a welcome video that describes, hey, this is what it's about. It has a call to action because she just put out a cookbook, which, of course, we bought. And she is a YouTube star. She's one of many people who have found fame and probably fortune here on YouTube. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to become a YouTube star and make cool videos and all of that to leverage the power of this platform. You can do quite a bit without, just taking some of these ideas that some people are using. So, having a welcome video is a really important and highly effective thing. And this one has gotten 1 million views, it says, and it was just posted 2 weeks ago. All right, so you can see here are some of the cool images, the thumbnails that she has for her videos, and using thumbnails is highly effective. If you have something that's going to catch someone's eye as opposed to just a clip from a video, it's going to be much more effective. I occasionally remember to do it myself, but rarely do I actually, put in the extra effort to put that thumbnail together. But if you have that thumbnail there, it's going to attract somebody's attention a lot more than if they just see, you standing there like a frozen frame of your talking head. All right, so that's something that's really useful. Now, I want to show you what's in these videos, because my daughter watches these videos. She watches, I'll pull up another one that she watches quite a bit as well. It's Cookie Swirl C. All right, so here's another channel. And this is one of these channels that people play with toys, right? So here's Cookie Swirl C, and it's videos of them playing with toys and narrating it, and like they open them up and review them and all of that. And these things get ridiculous amounts of views. So 6 million, 2 million, 6 million. This is crazy. And it happens day in and day out. I don't know how many of these they post on a regular basis, but they have them basically for all of the popular lines of different toys out there. And kids just watch these videos over and over again, and at the end of the video, there's a call to action. It basically, let me jump to the end of one of these videos. So here's a 7-minute long video, and at the end of the video, let's see. All right, so at about 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Okay, so this is the end of the video, right? So they've watched the video. Then there's an entire minute between minute 6 and minute 7 where there's this outro thing where it basically tells the kids, okay, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like, the thumbs up. And here's another video that you can click on and go watch. Right now, right? So, and then they have these bloopers at the end. So they get kids to watch all the way to the end, which is something that tells YouTube, hey, this is a video that people like. And then they've done something really pretty smart here. And this is something that I do, and I'm going to show you how to do it as well. So basically, you can see, with the exception of like 2-3 of these videos, these are all videos from this channel. And if you look down the side here, most of the recommended videos, not all of them, are also videos from this channel. And my guess is that they have defined a tag. I'm going to show you what that is in a second. A tag for one of their for their channel, and they put that tag on every single one of their videos. So I'm going to just show you this really quickly in my account. All right, so we'll go to my Creator Studio, and we'll jump over and see. Okay, so here's a few videos that I put up. Let's go to my videos. Again, this is not my medium. I have 148 subscribers as of this viewing. Maybe you like this video enough to subscribe to my channel. Great. I'd be ecstatic to have some more, but that's, again, this is not the focus of my business. All right, so you can see for the most part I don't put these I have mostly talking head things, and then if you probably jump back a while ago, I had some other videos where I did put a thumbnail on. So let's jump backwards and see. Okay, so I mean, here's a handful where I might have had something like that, but for the most part I don't. And let's jump in here. Okay, I'm going to just go in and edit this one just so I can show you. Okay, in this one, I put absolutely no tags whatsoever. So I could have put in something like, this is about Facebook. So this is a tag, right? So you have the title of the video, then a description. I don't even know what this video was for. I did it for something. And then a series of tags, and the tags are really to help people find the video. So maybe it's let's say I'm gonna say Facebook is social. I don't know why somebody's gonna look for that, but here's what I also do. I could put some piece of gibberish like David Baer is great, just one word, and I put that in every single one of my videos. That is one tag that is probably not being used by anybody else, and as a result, it will help my my videos show up at the end of one of my other videos, because they're all tagged with the same thing, and therefore it's going to tell YouTube, well, this is a video that is likely related, likely similar to the video that people just watched, and so I'm going to recommend this. And so that's a great way, putting some gibberish tag that you put on every one of your videos, to get those to show up as a suggested next video for people to watch, right? So it's very, very simple. You would do this in the video upload section, and then this is where you manage the videos. So again, this is where you put the title, this is where you put the description, and again, this is probably not a great example, this particular video. Because, oh, actually it is, because I had the opportunity to show you that I had forgotten to do all of this. Now, also those custom thumbnails, you know, how do you put them on here? Well, right there, custom thumbnail. All you do is click on that and upload a custom thumbnail. Now, where do you get these? How do you make them? Let me show you one really easy way to make them. I use something called Stencil. I'll leave a link for this for you, and this is kind of cool. So I can go ahead and I don't even remember what that video was called. So I think it was something like, you know, don't forget Facebook is social. So let's start one from scratch. All right, let's clear. Yep, let's clear that. Okay, and we're going to start one from scratch. So I go in here and I'm going to go to post, and this is going to be a YouTube thumbnail. So it's going to change the size to the appropriate YouTube thumbnail, and I'm just going to pick this image. Cool image, right? And I'm going to add some text, and the text that I'm going to add is don't forget Facebook is social. Okay, I don't again, don't even remember what this video was about, so that this may not be the right image or any of that, but you know, I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so there we go. I got that. Now I want to put a little background or something in there. So let's go grab a little graphic. In this case, why don't we just make this? Let's put like a little banner and see what we get here. So this is okay. So here we go. A little banner, and let's go ahead and use that one. Okay, so that's going to pop up there, and poof, and let's make it a little longer, and we'll drop that down. Let's make it, oops, just a little bit longer. Okay. All right, so you get the point, right? So don't forget, Facebook is social, is the text. I'm going to move this back. I'm going to take that text, and I'm going to change the color on it to a little gray there. Okay, so there we go. All right, that's not the greatest in the world, but you know, maybe it's okay, right? Maybe I should do something else with this background, but for the most part, you know, it's all right. Maybe I'm gonna move this thing out of here. Whoops, I just lost the entire thing. Look at that. Okay, let's bring it back down. Okay, so don't forget, Facebook is social. All right, let's just leave well enough alone and not play around with this too much more. So I'm gonna take that, and then maybe I will just change the color of this to stand out a little bit more. So okay, so there we go. All right, so here is my image, and I can then I can't leave well enough alone, can I? All right, and then I can just download it, and then I can upload it to my YouTube page, so or to the video. So there we go. I've downloaded it. I'm gonna get rid of that. Now I'm gonna custom thumbnail, and here it is. We'll just upload it, and it's uploading right here. Okay, there we go. And I go ahead and save it, and there you go. So now I have that custom thumbnail image. I've put in a gibberish for the video to show up, you know, with my other videos that also have that gibberish tag, and that's that. So now people are going to see this little tag, this little image instead, and potentially, you know, actually watch the video. Now, this isn't a video that I was promoting at all, so I think it had like you know, 3 or 4 views, or maybe 0. I have no idea. But there you go. That's basically how that works. Now, one other thing that you should absolutely do on your videos, if you're not currently doing it, let's find an example of it. All right, so here is a video series that I did about digital products. And okay, so this one's like a week old. It's got 14 views. Great. You'll notice that this little more info button is there, and if I click on it, it actually shows my call to action, 5 steps to creating profitable digital products, and that actually will pop up. It'll have a little call to action at some point during the video. I think I'm gonna guess it's around here, who knows, where as somebody's watching the video, there's gonna be a little pop-up right here. So let's see when it happens. Right, so it's basically okay. So it's going to happen in just a moment, because on the video I'm warming people up for the fact that I have this call to action coming, saying, "Hey, I got this thing." Right. So there you go. So it says register here, and that draws somebody's attention to this. Now this will show up not just on the desktop here. It'll show up if the video is embedded. It'll show up on iPhones and iPads and other smartphones. So if somebody clicks on that, then they get this call to action, where they can go ahead and click on the link and go over to my my free training on creating digital products. Right? But how do you do this? Well, if you look down below the video here, there's a few different things that you can incorporate into your video once you have posted it on YouTube. And one of them is called cards. And in this case, all right, you can see, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of my videos posted here, and then these are other videos that it looks like I've either watched or had some interest in watching. Yeah, so these are other channels that I watch. All right, so there are 2 things here that you have the option of adding: annotations, which is like little text boxes or other things that hover over the video, or cards. So I'm going to show you the cards and show you how that got set up, because it's pretty cool. All right, so I have a card already here that I showed you in that last segment, and you can see that the card is actually set up to occur right here at whatever this 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Right, so that's when it shows up, and I can position it basically on this little timeline. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds, and it happens to flash that little sort of teaser text at that moment to tell people, hey, click here to get this thing that I've just told you about in the video. And how do you do it? Well, you click on Add Card, and you can basically set up a few different things. So you can link to another video. You can link to a channel, so if you're trying to get somebody to subscribe to your channel, that's an option. You can ask for a donation, and this probably has some sort of registration process to be able to receive donations through Google, through YouTube. You can run a poll, and then you can link to an affiliated website. And you actually have to go through a process of linking your website to your YouTube accounts so that they verify that it's actually your website. And once you do that, you can run links to basically anything that has that domain name. So that's exactly what I do, and in this case, I run links to anything and everything that I want to, because I use a little plugin called Pretty Link, and that allows me to set up a link like this, baermktg.com / whatever I want, and that link can go to any web page that I desire. So I just have to set that up on my WordPress website. So basically what I've done is I've associated baermktg.com, which is just my abbreviated, baeronmarketing.com. I've associated this domain with my my YouTube channel. I have actually several domains associated with the YouTube channel, but whenever I type in a URL that starts with that domain, it's going to recognize that as being associated with my channel, and then I can send people to whatever website I want to forward them to via this domain. So how does that work? Let me show you this very quickly, because this was spur of the moment, not planned. But if you're not familiar with Pretty Links, this is how it works, and it's basically like having Bitly, but it's your custom version of Bitly. All right, so here we are in the back end of my website, one of my websites, and I want to have a Pretty Link that is attached to one of my YouTube videos, right? And associated to my YouTube account. I want to have it forward to whatever site I want. So in this case, let's just say we want to have it forward to Google. All right, so here we go. So here is my Pretty Link, and I'm gonna call it Google, right? So baermktg.com / Google is gonna forward to Google.com. So all I did was I went ahead and created that. Oops, looks like I already have one. I was probably doing a demo along those lines. So let's call it Google 2. All right, and we'll go ahead and create that. All right, so now here we go. So here is that Pretty Link, baermktg.com / Google 2. I've just copied that, and I'm going to associate that with this video, and I'm going to paste it right in there. And you can see I have a few different associated websites, and go ahead and hit next, and now it's going to pop up visit Google, right? Google, I don't know, search Google now, right? So there's basically a call to action text and a teaser text. I'll show you the difference in a moment. So one we called the call to action, we called visit Google. The teaser text we called search Google now. And I'm going to go ahead and create that card. Okay, And now you can see this is the call to action. So I'm going to just put it at the beginning of the video here, and we'll see what happens, right? So here we go. I'm going to play this video, and at the 10-second mark, you see when it passes this, we're going to have a little call to action up here. So let's see what the call to action is. It says, search Google now. So that's, if you'll recall, that's what we called the teaser text. So I'm going to go back here, and the teaser text was search Google now. Now, if I were to click on this, it's actually going to show us both of the cards that I have in here. But here is that call to action, visit Google, that I created here, right? And so if somebody were to go ahead and click on that, it first goes to Baer MKTG, this is hard to say, .com/Google2. And then that, because I set it up here in Pretty Link on my website, will forward over to Google. So that's how that all works. And I'm going to actually get rid of this because I don't want to have, let's trash that one because I don't want to have a call to action to visit Google right in the middle of my video there. But that is a great way to get people's attention as they're watching one of your videos and then get them to take action on something. So we reviewed a whole bunch of things that are sort of completely separate from each other, but I wanted to share with you a little insight into how to do stuff on YouTube. And in fact, there's one more thing that I sort of alluded to, but I didn't really talk about fully, and that is, so we're here in my one of my websites, or one of my YouTube channels, and then inside Creator Studio, and I want to show you one of the other things that, oops, I want to go to Analytics, I want to go to Channel, right? So here in the Channel section, I had to go through some verification process, which is fairly simple, and you can do that reasonably easily, but I wanted to get a monetization option. Monetization basically means that you can have ads run on your videos. And every few months I get a couple $100 from Google for ads that have run on some of my videos, but I don't really monetize it the way that you know, the videos that my daughter watches. That's how they are making a lot of money, is actually by having ads pop up on those videos that are getting millions of views from kids, right? So they have this monetization. Well, this is something that you can do as well, and be able to add advertisements from Google and from YouTube right over your videos inside of YouTube. And this is where you would go and set that up, right? The channel section, and then status and features, and that would be the monetization thing, and you would turn the status to on, and then you'd actually have to go through a process, and they show you how to go through all of that. In fact, if you click here, it shows you how to set that up. What I wanted to show you, though, was... where is that? Okay, a couple of things that you can do. So branding, also under channel. Branding, I have a little pop-up that you may have noticed down in the corner of all of my videos that basically it could be a little a square, it could be whatever. In this case, it just says at Baer MKTG, which is my username on this channel, or this platform, and a bunch of other platforms. And I just have that pop up at around 5 seconds into each and every video. And when somebody sees that, it might draw their eye. If they click on it or if they hover over it, it'll ask them to subscribe to my channel. Again, it's not something that I really promote very much because you've noticed I don't have a ton of subscribers. I could also create featured content, and let me show you what that is. So I could define a specific ad that I want to run, or video that I want to run when people will learn about my particular channel. If I click on advanced, there's also the ability to hook up AdWords, associate your websites. This is what I mentioned to you before, as well as add Google Analytics, which I realize I haven't done, so I ought to. Now, one other thing that I want you to take a look at is setting up the actual channel. So let's go to the channel itself, and you can see I have I have my website here. I have some of my social media links here, And for somebody who's a new visitor, they actually see a video here that I believe it autoplays for people when they visit it. But so this is a 22-second video for somebody who comes to the site, and it actually has sort of a little bit of info about what I do. Helping coaches, trainers, consultants. You can see there's the little pop-up thing that people can subscribe if they hover over it. And it tells people, here's who I am, and there's a link here to my website, right? Basic, not very nothing terribly special about it. And then I have some playlists. I have some uploads. I could categorize this in a number of different ways if I wanted to, but basically that's how I have my stuff set up. And you can do this simply by clicking here, and you have the ability to change the trailer, or if it's the first time, just insert a trailer, create a trailer. And all you do is you go through and you search through your videos, and you identify the one, in this case it was this one, that you want to have as your trailer video, and then you go ahead and hit save. And that gets inserted here. So that's how this trailer works, and it's a great way for people who are visiting your site for the first time to be greeted by you, to maybe get some instruction about this is what's on my site. Please subscribe. If you want to download my free ebook, click this link. Whatever it may be, you can introduce yourself very effectively on the front page of your YouTube channel this way. So I think that's about it. I'm sure that there's plenty of comments and questions that you may have, but as I promised, I was going to just sort of show you a few tips and tricks related to YouTube. This is by no means exhaustive. There's a lot more things that you could be doing with YouTube, but these are some basics and some easy to implement things for you in your business so that you can utilize the YouTube platform more effectively and perhaps more consistently when you see how it can be bringing you attention, be bringing you the ability to become an authority and influence others as you are producing YouTube videos on a regular basis and getting people to see them and then share them, connect with them, whatever it may be. So hopefully this is useful. If you have questions, please reach out to me in our Facebook group over at thepowerofreach.com. I hope that if you're not yet a member, that you come over and join us so that you can participate in the conversation about how to reach and serve more people more effectively online. And if you like this and want to upgrade to some of my more formal training, check us out at diydigital.info/join for regular new content and training every single month, as well as the ability to get hands-on advice and feedback from me on the work that you're doing online in your own business. So this is David Baer for DIY Digital. Thanks so much for joining me this week, and look forward to connecting with you again real soon.